I think everybody has regrets on, what their life is about. When you look back on it, you think about different things that you might want to change. But as far as having regrets at what happened, I don't think so.
I think everybody has regrets. Otherwise, you're really not human, because we're not perfect beings and we make mistakes. And yeah, I do have regrets.
I've always felt like everybody's life is like a tapestry. I didn't make that up. I have to give props to Carole King. I think that's her song. My life is like a tapestry. But I really do feel that way, and each event that you have in life, whether it be, something bad or everything that happens to you and all the people that you come in contact with are one of those threads. And they all weave together to make the tapestry or the picture that you are. And so I have made a lot of mistakes in my life, and maybe that's the way I learn the best, and so that's, there was a reason for all of them, I don't know. And there are things that I would do differently if I had a chance to, but I really can't say that they're regrets, because everything that's happened to me has led me to where I am right now, and I'm so happy. I love my life. I love where I am. I love where I live. I love my family. And so if you start pulling some of those threads out that you would do over, then you don't have the same picture. You don't have the same tapestry. My life wouldn't be the same. Maybe I wouldn't be here. Maybe I wouldn't have married my husband. Maybe I wouldn't have my family the way they are. So
Things seem to turn out for the best. The bad things that happen to you sometimes turn around and end up being, a good thing that happens to you later on down the road. I got drafted in 1953 to go to Korea, and they were shooting over there at the time, and everybody thought, oh, that is a bad news. But I really enjoyed my time in the service. I enjoyed going to Korea. I enjoyed the time that I was over there. I saw a lot of interesting things, and it turned out to be really, an adventure. It was great. I enjoyed it.
How do you know? How do you know if you made it worthwhile? I do think it has been, I'm very devoted to my family. And so I would say trying hard to raise those kids right, and would just be what I've done as a worthwhile thing. And I think that's the most important thing you can do.
It's something that's hard for an individual to say whether, hey, my life's worthwhile, but how do I know? That's for other people to judge. One day at a time. Every day that I get up and I look outside, I say, boy, it's nice to look down at the grass instead of up at it.
If you use it for good reasons, you can have all you want. If you're altruistic or whatever. But I don't know, I've never been attracted to those kind of people, so.
If you have a good life and happiness in your family, that the income that you have should be enough for everyone involved to, lead a happy life.
I guess my goals with money have been more of to provide well for my family and their needs, and to be able to share. But no,
If our needs are met and wants, but it's okay to want. I did never have goals beyond that.
you have to deal with them, whether they're sad emotions or whether they're happy emotions, and you just have to deal one at a time. You have to keep a positive attitude.
But emotion is also one of those things that's is great. It's a wonderful thing. It's a way of expressing life, good and bad. It's a wonderful thing that we have.
I don't. I get mad at at different things, but once I'm finished mad, I'm finished with it.
When you maintain a fence, it chokes your ability to be a whole person. It narrows your vision, and actually can cause you to physically not go somewhere because the offending one may be there. When if you could just get it out, and then you're free.
I don't think you can be happy if you don't forgive others, and I don't think you can especially be happy if you don't forgive yourself.
You know, life's not long enough to hold grudges and to be angry, and it's just not long enough. So, what do you want out of life? What's your goal in life? Is it to be happy and to be productive in life, or is it to grumble?
You can rectify things that you did in your life that are wrong by doing a lot of good things. Of course, you have to do 2 good things for every bad thing you did. So it may take you the rest of your life. Well, I think it's done great for me. Sarah and I have been married now for 54 years. It's been a good thing for us. We fought a lot. Everybody does. But the good things certainly by far outweigh the bad things.
Everybody's all about themselves, and that's one reason people don't marry now, because they want a career, they want their travel, they want new possessions, they want apartments or homes to say that they've accomplished great things. But that's all centered on me, And when you enter a marriage, all of a sudden you are learning to give, and you grow in a marriage. You don't just keep growing inside to yourself. You have to learn to.
I hope marriage is still important in today's society. Sometimes I'm scared that it's becoming less important, but to me, marriage and family are everything.
I think it's important to keep the family together, and a good, strong marriage makes it a good situation for the children to grow up in. And if they grow up in a good, strong family home, they will more likely than not have a good, strong family for themselves.
I'm glad we all have each other, and now it's expanding to those grandchildren. It's great.
We did a lot of things together as family. We'd go down to Mexico and lay around on the beach for 3 or 4 days, right around Easter all the time. And we just enjoy it. And when my kids all get together, a lot of times they'll talk about all the different things that we did, when we did this and when we did that. Death is a part of life. Can't get out of this world alive.
Marriage and family and death and life, I think that it's very, very misunderstood. I think that the society that we live in is very selfish.
I don't think a lot of the people in the world today, really think too much about it. They're all living in the present, you know, and trying to enjoy each day as it comes along.
There's a study done, I think it was by Princeton University, where they chose these college kids and they asked them to define a moral dilemma, personal moral dilemma to you. And they were flummoxed. They're like, I can't think of one. I can't think of one. Would it be cheating on a test? You know, they couldn't, it didn't have to do with their moral purity. There was no issue there. And perhaps, you know, cheating, all these things, there's no value given to them to build character. So what I think what is happening is people are losing the value of their own personal character.
There are a lot of perfect days. If you keep a good attitude and have a, you know, a happy life, there are a lot of days that are perfect. Every day has some perfection to it in its own way.
A perfect day would just be with friends and family, outdoors, enjoying God's creations, you know. I think camping or picnicking, something like that would just be a really great day.
I think that a perfect day is just, you know, some kind of an outing where you all go together as in your family and just enjoy each other and being where you are.
Perfect day for me is having our 2 daughters and our 2 sons-in-laws, having our family around us, our 2 grandsons, and, you know, just being at home is fun, but doing something that's exciting and new for them, like I was at the zoo in Phoenix a week or so ago, and it was so perfect because our grandsons were so happy seeing the animals, and you know, they're only 2.5, almost 3, and so it's just such a great time of life for them where they're learning new things, and seeing those animals was so much fun, and that was a pretty perfect day.
It'd be a simple thing. It would be, I see green grass for sure, and my children and their spouses and David and me and the grandkids are off playing, you know, balloons, kites, whatever. We have a great picnic. We have a great day. We have a great day together. That's it. A simple one.